Greetings, parade watchers, and welcome to a new history video. As of today, we'll be going back in time to the Goodyear Era with one of these characters. It's none other than the King of the Beast, Linus the Lionhearted. Let's look at his time when he was a giant balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Linus the Lionhearted would make his first appearance in 1964, with Post Cereals and Macy's as his sponsors. His design is just a generic design. That's it. Unfortunately, as of November of 2023, some of Linus's televised appearances are considered pieces of lost media, so I can't show them to you because I don't have it. But the only broadcasts that we have in terms of YouTube are 1976, 1980, 1981, 1982, and 1983.
Cannot say goodbye, no. I cannot.
Oh, there he is, Linus the Lionhearted. He's 55 feet high, and you're seeing him from way up in our helicopter shot. The lion that's the biggest lion of them all, and that's the truth. The king of the jungle, and here he comes. You get a chance there to see the big crowd surrounding our parade today. A great shot from the helicopter. And here comes Linus. There he is, the king of the jungle. All 55 feet of him. Linus the Lionhearted. Yay for Popeye. Hey, if you think kings and queens and royalty are a thing of the past, hold on a minute. This parade is the home of one of my all-time favorite kings, Linus the Lionhearted, king of the beasts. Why, just take a look at his majesty, that posture, the royal mane, and that expression on his face. It combines the wisdom of Solomon and the collective appetites of the Los Angeles Rams. Can you imagine if you had to fill him with chopped steak instead of helium? It would take about 9,000 cubic feet of hamburger to do the job. That would fill a king-size shopping bag. Happy Thanksgiving, Linus. Couple happen to look behind them, they might be in for a bit of a Thanksgiving Day scare. Certainly a lion of any size would be something to be wary of. In fact, they'd have spotted Linus in the woods. I think they would have been back on the first boat to England. But we know better, don't we? What would our parade be without Linus the Lionhearted? One of the most beloved and spectacular of the incredible balloons to be seen coming down Broadway this morning. And as befits royalty, Linus, of course, being the king of the beasts, this morning he has the distinction of being the very first giant balloon in the parade lineup. And is he proud? You know, I've never seen him standing taller or looking happier. Could be he's also thinking of his Thanksgiving dinner coming up. How many turkeys do you think you'd have to put in front of that fella?
Nancy McKeon and Kim Field and Broadway's great Ann Miller all perform here, coming up.
Thank Thank you, Beaverton. Look right behind you. Yep, you're right. Linus the Lionhearted. He's noble. He's yellow. He's the king of beasts. But I guess it's easy to be the king of beasts when you have your loyal subjects to drag you around. 43 of his loyal subjects are holding down his 3,400 square feet of helium there, right? Making sure that Linus doesn't float away. But I guess essentially he can reign wherever he wants at that size. How does the old joke go? What does a lion that size do? Anything he wants. We'll come back. Lots more of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade to come. Stick around.
Coming up, Heidi Saw and the National Dance Institute presents a nightmare ballet on a most spectacular float. Just ahead.
And now, making his entrance into Herald Square, here comes a bit of Thanksgiving royalty. The King of Beasts. There's the fanfare, Linus the Lionhearted. He always seems to enjoy taking his morning stroll down Broadway. It builds up a good appetite. At the same time, I'm told he could still use an invitation to Thanksgiving dinner. Of course, before you decide to start being too generous, Brian, don't invite him, because you got to think of how much that lion could eat.
Well, you got to remember, I eat breakfast with Willard, so I mean...
I see. You're trained.
We'll take more than their share. In case you hadn't noticed, I haven't exactly been starving either.
Well, this is his 21st appearance in the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade, and I got to say, he's looking better than ever, even wet.
The balloons are terrific. You know?
Aren't they wonderful?
If people only knew just how much trouble they are to get done. I mean, what they do is they clear out a section of the park, and it's around, I think, 77th, behind the museum. And they come there, and they have the tarps, just like you lay down for the baseball games. They put those tarps down there, and they actually section off the pieces of balloon, and then they come around and try to inflate it. And what does it take? Something 4,000 tons of helium in air?
It's amazing. And not only that, they have to keep checking the barometric pressure. They have to keep checking what the weather conditions are going to be like. And as you saw, it started to rain at the beginning of the parade, then it stopped, then it started again, and now it's pretty much pouring out there now.
It looks...
After 1983, he was retired. But then he came back in 1991, as he was one of the many retired balloons brought back to celebrate the parade's 65th anniversary.
If my friends could see me
Linus the Lionhearted. Linus the Lionhearted, an Imperial Highness if there ever was one, makes an historic appearance today. This lofty feline first flew down Broadway in 1964 and quickly became a parade favorite. He measures 55 feet from his whiskers to his tail, and it takes 9,000 cubic feet of helium just to keep him afloat. He's the king of the beasts, all right.
Thank you.
Whoa!
Oh, here he comes. I'll grab his tail. Oh, I was wondering. He just went right past us. We got a swipe of his tail. I have a souvenir, I think, and he almost got a bad weatherman.
After the brief comeback in 1991, he was officially retired, making a total of appearances of 21. As the second to last character of our first season has officially been concluded, our final character is a famous green amphibian known as the King of the Muppets.